Welcome back to another foray into the world of ExpressPCB Plus as I understand it. I mentioned in a previous video that the colors on my drawing will not match what you have. Now when you start a drawing, you get a board outline right here in the center of the workspace. Now my board outline is in blue, and this is because I find the blue colors easier on my eyes, and when I print a board, blue shows up much better than yellow. Now you can make your board outline whatever color you want by doing this. Go up here to the ribbon and select Colors and Visibility. Now this menu opens up and it says Layer Colors and Visibility. Now any board you designed can have many layers, and each layer can have its own color. Now the most common are yellow or blue in my case for the board edge and the top silk screen, red for the top copper layer, and green for the bottom copper layer. Now most of us will work with 2-layer boards and occasionally with 4-layer boards, but ExpressPCB Plus can do up to 6 layers, and you can see them listed here as Inner Copper 1, Inner Copper 2, Inner Copper 3, and Inner Copper 4. And also there are different colors for annotation for components and many other items that can be placed in your drawing. But for my board edge and top silk screen, I made it a nice shade of easy to see blue. Now I just like this color, but you may like something different. So if you want to change the color of the board outline and top silk screen, do this. On the Layer, Colors, and Visibility menu, click on the color that is right next to Board Edge. Now this will open the color wheel, which resembles a color square more than it does a wheel, and look to see if there's a ready-made color that you like. If not, you can play with the color sliders over here until you find a color you prefer. So as an example, say I wanted to change the board outline to be, say, orange. I would come over here and click this box, and then come down here and hit OK. Now you can see that my board outline is in orange, and as you can see over here, it confirms my board edge is indeed orange. Now let me put that back to the color blue I like. Now I can also change the color of my board or the background of the whole drawing space if I want. And I can do that by coming down here and selecting Board Background. And let's say we want to make it white. Some people might like to work with the background and the board being white, kind of like a piece of paper. So I'll hit white, I'll hit OK. And now you see my board is white. But outside in the workspace, it's still black. So let's change that to white as well. Come up here, click that, hit OK. And now we have a white screen. But we do have a problem here. We can't see our grid anymore because our grid is white. So we'll come up here to Grid, and we'll select black, hit OK, and there's our grid. Now I don't know about you, but this combination of colors is a little hard on my eyes, so I'm going to set it back to the original colors. Stand by. That's better. So as you can see, you can set the colors to anything you want. Now I'm going to leave it up to you to decide what colors work best with your monitor and with your eyes. So here's a not so fun fact about ExpressPCB Plus. One thing I have discovered about changing colors on a drawing, and this is a major non-feature. Sorry ExpressPCB folks, but this is a really bad thing. Really bad. I mean, it's inexcusable. If I have a board and for some reason I want to change the colors, say to make it better for printing, and I change the colors and then decide I want to keep a copy of that board with those new colors for later use, when I save the drawing with the new colors, ExpressPCB Plus uses those new colors for every drawing you have ever made. Open a drawing from 2 years ago? Yep, it has the new colors. The program does not store the colors on a drawing-by-drawing basis. If I change the colors to print out a drawing, after I print, I have to put all of the colors back to the way I like them when I continue to work on the drawing. Now that in my book is just plain wrong. Custom colors should stick with the drawing and not be universal. Or we should have the ability to create custom color palettes that we can save and load them as we need them. As I said, this is a major non-feature. Now, if there is a way to save a drawing with different colors and not affect every other drawing, please let me know and I will correct what I said here. Let me open a different drawing for this next part. Besides changing colors with the Layer Colors and Visibility menu, I can also turn all of these layers on and off individually by clicking in these little boxes here. So if I want to turn off the top silk screen, I can click here, or I could turn off the top copper, or I could turn off the bottom copper. And as you can see, I can turn on and off anything else. Let me turn those back on. Now for quick access to layer control on a 2-layer board, you have these 3 buttons up here under Layer View. And with these you can turn the top silk screen on and off, the top copper, or the bottom copper. And that makes it a lot easier than having to open the Colors and Visibility menu. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're working with a 4-layer or 6-layer board, this is where you would access the visibility controls for those 4 layers. Now, it would be nice if when you select the 4 or 6-layer board option from the Board Properties window, ExpressPCB would then add extra buttons for those layers somewhere on the screen, but it doesn't. Now, some of these layers are turned off by default, like masks, because, well, you just don't really need to see them. Now, if I turn on the top solder mask like this, you can see it just muddies up the screen, and now you really can't see your traces easily. So let's turn that off so we can see what we're working on. Now, at the top of the Layer Colors and Visibility menu, there are 2 drop-down menus that allow you to turn all of the layers on or off at once, or reset the layer view to the default value. Now, if I come up here, click this one that says Visibility, and I say All Visible, it just turns everything on. Solder masks, annotations, you name it, it's now being displayed on the screen. Now, if I do turn on all the layers like this and I want to turn them off, what I can do is I can come back up here to Visibility and go to Default. And that'll get you back to where you started. Now, there is also a Colors drop-down menu right here. And that allows you to set your colors back to the default values. And I'm not going to click on that because it will reset my lovely blue color. And here we also have settings for alternative colors and etching colors. Now, I have ignored the alternative and etching buttons because, well, I don't know what they do. And I can't find anything in any documentation for ExpressPCB Plus that tells you what they do. Now, maybe I will figure them out in the future. Now, it could be that the alternative colors is a way to store another color set, but if it is, I can't find a way to change it to colors that I want. And like I said, I am not an expert on everything in ExpressPCB Plus. It has many, many mysteries still. Now, one thing I've discovered is that if you open the Layer Colors and Visibility menu, it's going to stick around on your screen and you can continue designing. Now, if I don't want it smack dab in the middle here, I can drag it somewhere, and like I could place it on my second monitor over here, which you can't see, but trust me, it's there. Or I can drag it and I can place it over here or anywhere else on the screen, and it's just going to sit there. It would be nice if you could dock this somewhere on the screen, like say maybe over here in this open area, but there doesn't seem to be a way to do that. And if you are working with 4 or 6 layers, it would be really nice to be able to keep this up on the screen. Or it would be really nice if when you're working with 4 or 6 layer boards, if the program would just add in the extra button somewhere, probably over here on the left side of the screen, and that would make it a lot easier while you're doing your design. And since you don't get those extra buttons, I think that's why the Layer Colors and Visibility menu is allowed to hang out on the screen like this. Now, if you want this menu to go away, the only way to get rid of it is to come up here and click on that red X. And just to complete our look at the layer view box up on the ribbon, there's one other button up here, and it's called Turn Over. And it does exactly what it says. It turns the board over. So if I come up here and hit that button, now I'm looking at my board from the copper side. And also there is a shortcut key to turn your board over, and that shortcut key is F7. So if I hit F7, now we're looking at it from the top copper again. Okay, I think there's one more thing I should go over before we push on to other things, and that is something about the copy and paste tools in ExpressPCB Plus. So let me change drawings one more time. Now, copy and paste might seem to be very obvious, but while I was writing the scripts for these videos, I discovered something that I had overlooked. So let me put a part onto the drawing. I'm going to come over here to part. I'm going to select this TO92 case 2N2222A transistor. And I'm going to put him right there like that. Now I can copy this part in several ways. I'm going to deselect it so we can start from the beginning. I can select it like this. I can come up here to edit, and I can select copy from here, or I can select it, right click, and select copy. Or I can select it and do a Control-C on the keyboard. Now, personally, I like using the shortcuts on the keyboard, so I'm going to do a Control-C. Now, to paste my entity back into the drawing, I can come up again to the Edit menu and select Paste, or I can do a Control-V on the keyboard. And when I use either of those two methods, ExpressPCB will paste the copied entity over the original. So let me do a Control-V, like that. Now the entity still remains highlighted, but if I use the Select tool like this, I can come and grab it and pull off the copy and drag it to wherever I want to. Now I can deselect everything, and I can do a Control-V again, and you'll notice that over the original, it's now grayed out, and I have another copy there that I can drag and put somewhere. So every time you use the paste command from the edit dropdown or Control-V, it's going to paste a copy back over the original. And I can do this over and over again until I copy something else. Now here's what I did not know until recently, mainly because, well, I was unobservant. After I copy an entity, I can move my mouse to where I would like my copy to be and right click. So let's put it right here. And then I can come down here to where it says paste here and click that. And now my copy is where I had my mouse pointer at. Now that's a pretty handy little feature. And how I missed this little feature, I have no idea. But it would be handier if ExpressPCB would just paste the copy at the point where you have your mouse pointer. It would just save you a step. Well, we covered these features pretty quickly, and I hope it gives you a little more insight to the program and helps you with your design work. So I will see you next time when we discuss the shape of your board and how to change its size.